young men and women arriving safely from Poland this time around into Ghana. Now, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs insisted that all steps have been taken to ensure that Ghanaians who are ready to fly in are allowed to fly in. I see a smile. You see her beaming with a smile.
After lobbying the Russian authorities and the president, using various avenues through the EU and the AU, President Putin has finally come out to say that they are going to open a safe passage for our students and citizens who are caught up in Sumy, Kharkiv, and the other areas. And that is going to start immediately. The other good news that we are also hearing, which maybe some of you might be interested, is that the government of Hungary has agreed to take those of you who will be prepared to transfer to universities or to continue your education in Hungary. And they are prepared to match whatever facilities, whatever financial assistance or financial fees that you were paying in Hungary. So there's a window of opportunity and a window of hope that all is not lost. We have also made arrangements with the Ghana Psychological Society. Having gone through some of these things, maybe you might need some counseling or some advice or some direction. So we have the society here with us. They will give you some small information. And then if in the coming days you will need that kind of assistance, you can contact them and they will be able to counsel you as you reintegrate back into your various schools. Our compatriots who've managed to cross over to some of these neighboring countries have decided not to come home. We can't force them. It's their choice. Coming home or evacuation is a voluntary exercise. So if you would not want to come, nobody can force you. To the extent that even there were some that we have bought tickets who were supposed to travel tomorrow. Majority of them have decided against coming.
Do we know why?
So it has become a cost to government.
About how many?
Right? It's about 18.
Do we know why?
I have. Well, some of the reasons that we know of is one. Some have decided to take advantage to go to some of the EU countries. Somewhere along the line, it came out that because of e-levy, government says there's no money, or the evacuation exercise is being tied up to the e-levy. That is never true. The e-levy has not been passed, but I can go on record and tell you government has released money. First tranche of money that has been released to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to undertake this evacuation exercise is $2 million. That is the first tranche. So we are on course. E-levy or no e-levy, Akufo-Addo has released money, and we are on course.
You expect the president to release more?
There's more. That's why I said the first tranche.
What was going on the borders wasn't easy. We had to reach there at 3 a.m. And trust me, you can't even have somewhere to step. People are lying down on the floor. People are dead. Like, people are frustrated. We just woke up one day to hearing that they've started like bombing everywhere. And I was so emotional. I called my parents. I don't want to do this again. It's very dangerous. So it's by God's grace we reached here. And that's why we appreciate whatever they are doing. It's really, really traumatic. We just went there for our education. 6 years of medicine. Corona came in and now there is a war. We are thinking about how to move forward and everything is bringing us back. So this time around, like, I'm really, really happy the government stepped in to do something for us in this very difficult time.
Now, after being addressed by the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Mpechum Sapong, the students are now going through the processes at the airports to exit the facility. Now, just like the first day or the first batch, happy relatives, happy parents who are more than excited to see their kids back in the country, alive and well, even though traumatized. Now this gentleman in your shot, his Family members are also excited. You can see waving of handkerchiefs, singing of songs. Very, very excited to have him back. So that's a relative hugging one of the students who just returned from Ukraine. Like the scenes we saw the last time. It is a sigh of relief to actually have some of the students back. Smiling faces, smiling parents, happy to welcome them back to Ghana. Some having walked for hours.
Most of us walked for 5 days, no food, no water, and it was also snowing. So you just can imagine how traumatized it will be. It was not easy for us, and seeing most of your friends dying in front of you, you can't help them. Some of them were collapsing. Yeah, you can't even do anything because you need to help yourself because you are also weak. So you can't help someone who is also weak. So it's very traumatized. And
you saw your friends dying, I mean like Ghanaians or other foreigners?
Other foreigners dying, yeah.
You didn't see any Ghanaian?
For me, I didn't see any Ghanaians, but just I saw that they were posting it on WhatsApp that most of the Ghanaians were missing. And up to now, some of them were not able to find. So we're just praying for the best.
Wow. So you worked for 5 days. I mean, talk to me about that. I mean, when did you start? What exactly did you do?
We started on Friday because my hostel is close to the airport that was being blasted. So I finally had the shock, like the explosion.
Yeah.
I heard it because it was around 5 a.m.
and
I was not asleep. I was on my project work, so I was awake.
In which city again?
Ivano-Frankivsk. So on Friday, then we planned that okay, we need to go to Poland border to cross the border to Poland. But when we were going, we thought it was some few hours, but it took us days to just cross that border. It took us days, like 4 days, 5 days. Yeah.
Were you in the car or were you walking?
We were walking. We started. We were walking around 12 p.m.
Yeah.
12 p.m. on Friday.
Yeah.
And we got to one checkpoint that they said the Ukrainian checkpoint, and they hold us there for like 3 days. We don't have anywhere to sleep, no shelter, nothing, no food, no water, and it was also snowing. So we were there, and you can see people passing out and calling for help, calling for ambulance to come through and things. Yeah, they didn't allow us to go through, so we need to gather ourselves, us boys, because we have girls around, so we need to gather ourselves, us boys, and we fought the migration. Yeah, we fought the migration that they were using there. We fought them. Some of them were using their bang of the gun, to be eating us, and some of them were chasing us with cars. But we fought with them and we were able to escape, to break through for other people to follow.
Wow. Were you yourself hit by any of the guns or anything?
I was not hit by the gun, but I was able to, push some of the migrations away because, when you have this anger in you, right, you can do anything that you don't even think of. So we were able to push them. I have some of my friends that were being knocked by a car by the Ukrainians.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Where are they now?
I don't know their whereabouts from now. Yeah, because we are all running for our life, so I don't know their whereabouts.
So you basically escaped after 3 days of not eating, running away. Did you run alone or?
No, I was running with my friends, my Ghanaian friends, and God has been so good. Most of us landed today. Some to land on Sunday. Yeah.
But some can be found.
Some can be found. Some were, some need to return. Get a train to other border, maybe Romania or Hungary. Yeah.
In all of this, what was going through your mind? I mean, what was going through your mind? Am I going to survive? What is that?
I was just praying. I don't know what was going through my mind. I was just praying. Yeah, because seeing my friend going off, because most of them are stronger than me, but some of them just collapsed in front of me. I was like, wow, that means I'm also a strong guy.
Sorry. So you finally made it to the Polish border?
Yeah, we finally made it to the Polish border. Yeah.
And then was the crossing easy?
Okay, for the Polish border, it was easy. Because I can see the Ukrainians were the one, holding the foreigners. They were holding the foreigners. Let's say the Ukrainians were the one holding the foreigners. But I got to the Polish border. That was on Monday, and that same Monday I was able to cross. But when let me assume, if I was supposed to get to the Ukraine border on Monday, it would be like maybe Wednesday before I'll be able to cross, or Tuesday.
Why were they preventing you from?
They said they want their citizens to cross first.